Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? How is everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the Chizat. I am so happy that y'all made it here with me. How is everybody doing tonight? Salute to the chat box. Everybody in it. Nancy Guthrie, still missing. At this point, will she ever be found? This is a sad case for her kids, her family. Let's get into it, though. Y'all ready? I'm ready if you are. Let's.
Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump, jump, jump.
What's up, peeps? How y'all doing? How is everybody tonight? Feeling good? Same here. Same here. How is the chat doing, y'all? We got 30 in here. How is that chat doing, man? What's up, Brandy? How you doing, Miss January? What's up, Cuddle Monster? Leesky, how are you? Hank Bridges, Fox Racing. Earth Angel, how are you doing, Earth? Good to see you, baby. What's up, Miss KDE? Native Virgo, how are you? Good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. Bambi, how are you, Bambi? Brandy, Amy, Chris, Pretty Bird, how are you guys doing? What's up, Twist? How are you? Ape Escape, good evening. How are you, man? Mary, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We got some things we're going to go over tonight, man. Some things that we're going to be discussing about the Nancy Guthrie case. Some things have been talked about. What's up, Jody? How are you? Feeling good, man. What's up, Forrest Friend? L Cat in the building. Stacy in the house. We're doing good. We're doing good. Regina, hello there, Regina. Courtney Reed. What's up, Courtney Reed? Good to see you guys, man. I'm not even going to bullshit you. We're just going to get right into it. I got some things to go over. We got some Nancy Grace stuff to cover. And Ashley Banfield has come across another case that is kind of, it's almost crazy how these two cases align. Like a lot of things are just like the Nancy Guthrie case in this other case. So it makes you wonder, is this like a serial killer here? Could this be a serial kidnapper? I don't know. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to go over it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to continue this motherfucking search with Nancy Guthrie. I just hope this lady's found wherever she may be. I think we'll go over. Let's see, which one do I want to do first? Let's do the short one first. This was released 4 hours ago by News Nation. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure this is probably going to go cold. I don't understand how people haven't left yet. Let me grab me a lighter because I got to spark up. All right. I cut my little finger. It hurts. It hurts. Haven't been back a week yet. Already slicing my hands up. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, man. My hands are tore up again. Hello, hello, everyone. Native, how are you, Native? Good to see you. We got a goal going. We got a membership goal going. No one has to meet the goal if you don't want to. It's just all strictly for fun, y'all. What's up, dog soldier? Salute, man. Salute, dog. I just wanted to come today to get out of the drama a little bit. I think when you do a little bit too much drama, it gets boring. It gets boring. I'll be back on your head again, though, Toddy. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I haven't even started on your head. Now that I know you've been talking to people that been dealt with Chris Hansen and shit. Boy, oh boy. What are you doing there, bud? You can't crawl all over that, buddy. Here's the guy. What are you doing, kitty kitty? Here. He's all up in the camera. Oh man. What's up? What's up, hillbilly? You got a funny clip out. It's called "Everyone Has a Story to Tell." Please, please, please. All right, I got you. I'll play it when I got to get going on my content, and then I'll play it. I will be talking a little bit about Toddy, but I can't have it over. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me bring this in. Let me bring this in. Here, I'll play that clip first because I don't want to. This is about Toddy, Hillbilly Express. There we go. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. The one you just released, Hillbilly. What's up, DMJ? Hello, Reflections. How are you? Let's play this one. She looks like the demon. Hi, this is Toddy One Skip from Everyone Has a Story to Tell. She lies, docks, she puts out misinformation, and never takes any accountability. Don't let this be your story to tell.
Hi, I'm Toddy One Skip, with Everyone Has a Story to Tell. I lie, I dox, I take no accountability, I put out misinformation, I don't correct it. So, don't let this story be yours to tell. Hi, I'm Toddy One Skip.
Don't let this be your story to tell. Everything's going good, DMJ. Look at Sarah. She's been over here for 14 months, y'all. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 months, y'all. 14 of them, boy. You ain't got rid of me yet. You ain't got sick of me yet, Sarah. Well, I appreciate your time here, Sarah. I truly do. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for you being you. Yeah, I was at work today and kind of did that to my pinky. Fucking hurts too, man. The smallest cuts hurt the worst. All right, let's get going, y'all. Let's get going. Funny short, funny short. Thanks, fam. I appreciate you, darling. All right, this was released 4 hours ago. Will Nancy Guthrie ever be found? And that's kind of my question to you guys. I mean, this is like when a case goes on, workman's comp, workers' comp, that shit, man. Hell yeah. If a case goes on this long, it's usually that she's not going to be found. I mean, yeah, I cut my finger. It's just a little cut. It ain't shit. The little Band-Aid's got it. We got Brian Enton here too.
And former FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer join right now. And Brian, I mean, you know, you've been working it. You've been doing excellent work, but you can't report on what isn't known.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, there's been a lot of dead ends, Chris. The glove that was found, we now found out that it's not linked to the case. The DNA actually traced back to a restaurant worker in the area who the sheriff
So, like, none. Oh, holy shit, Pretty Bird. Damn.
says has absolutely
You
nothing to
just
do with the case.
I had a membership goal up for 10 memberships. She said, here's half, AD. Here's half of them. Half, y'all. Half. Thank you, Pretty Bird. We only need 5 for that goal now. Holy shit. You are badass. It's for the badasses. You are badass, young lady. Shout out to you, Pretty Bird. I love
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah. But it just depends on if they excavate the land. If they excavate the land, then they'll find her. But from what I've heard is all of the houses that are in the Catalina foothills, they were just built. Nobody excavated any land. Nobody went and surveyed it. Nobody evened the land out. They just went through the Catalina foothills and literally started building homes and roads to go all to them. That's why when you're there, you see all these different like side roads. And like if you look at it from a map, it looks like a freaking jungle. The roads go everywhere, like everywhere. And there'd be like one house on that road. Or a road will go a long way and it'll be winding and winding and then just boom into a cul-de-sac. Like it just they didn't care. They just was putting houses on the sides of mountains, putting them in the mountain, on the bottom of the mountain, in flood zones. Well, there ain't no flood zones, but you know what I mean.
Case. Today, though, I mean, there was action. We see the FBI out here. There's a task force that's been formed since last time I talked to you, Chris, that consists of 4 detectives from the sheriff's office, a sergeant, and then all the FBI agents. So they've got a special task force now. All they do is Nancy Guthrie. And they were out in the neighborhood again today, knocking on doors. They went to several houses right near Nancy's, and then they were in another part of the neighborhood. We're not.
Shout out to Morticia, making that go move, making that go move.
Right now, 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 right now.
Also, if you haven't become a member on this channel, make sure you member up. And when you do, email me so I can give you that Discord link so that you can be in the Discord with all the other members.
Sure why. Neighbors told me that they seemed very, very focused, that they didn't share new information, but they seemed more focused than last time they were here, Chris.
Do you think that the FBI people are out there again to basically start over? That could be a good thought, right? That could be a good thought. I'm sure investigators do that a lot, where they'll just say, scrap everything, start over, let's begin from scratch. Maybe the sheriff fucked this up so bad that they may have had to go in and start over. I can't believe it. My prayers are with you, Chris.
Jen, did we expect too much? Did we treat this like a missing persons case where we expect that flush of activity within 24, 48 hours where somebody saw something on a camera and there's a chase and you try to get to them before something bad happens? Is this something else?
Fresh eyes.
I don't think we expected too much. Look, Nancy Guthrie's life was in peril from the beginning, and you have about 48 hours to make that investigation quickly solved. And unfortunately, that is not what has happened here. And now when I'm seeing all of this recanvassing, it makes me concerned. We know it's already been canvassed twice, this neighborhood. It shows me that perhaps this task force doesn't think that the information was adequately gained and they have to redo it.
Oh, man, that's such a blow. That's such a blow, though. It is. If they have to start all over again, that's such a blow to the case, man. And I don't know how much of a blow it would be since they didn't have anything anyways, right? They haven't had shit. Nobody.
I've had great experience with the Cajun Navy. I was surprised to hear that they wanted to be part of this search. A lot of people laugh it off. You do not.
No, I don't at all. I actually think they need to be
Hey, he's
doing
doing great.
desert searches, the searches that are very close to in proximity to the house. I don't think anybody's been searching there. And that is the perfect thing to do grid searches there in particular quadrants where everybody
Okay.
knows who's searched and when. That's what needs to happen, I think, with these volunteer search services.
What is that circle for? What are they circling there? Something in his pocket? They say he could have had a Wi-Fi jammer, signal jammer, walkie-talkie. I think he had a walkie-talkie, to be honest. Because it would be dumb if you had two people to use a phone and say, hey, man, get that camera off. No, they probably walkie-talkied. Very smart. Very, very smart. Hi, Christy. Hi, Alicia. They might have had something that wasn't public, made public. Can trip someone up in an interview if they give detail not made public. Facts. But what do you guys think? Definitely walkie-talkies, man. Or else they would have cell phones like pings. Am I wrong? I believe they had walkie-talkies. And I believe the guy right here, he's just there to rip the camera down. Like that was his duty. Yeah, still called a walkie-talkie. Two-way radio.
Knows who's searched and when. That's what needs to happen, I think, with these volunteer search services.
Brian, what are your main avenues of reporting right now?
Well, you brought up the Cajun Navy. I went through, they submitted a 42-page, really detailed operational plan, Chris. I mean, they've got 25 dogs that they could bring, aerial assets, and they just want to search the desert, and they just want the sheriff's blessing. But so far, he's basically ignored their request to search.
Why? 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 That's odd to me, man. That's odd. That's very odd. You got people that are there known for doing searches, literally, and they're there saying, "Hey, we want to give our services to you, and we want to search where you haven't." And then the fucking sheriff isn't giving him the blessing. I think it was just a walkie-talkie. That's what I believe. I think it was just a two-way radio. I don't think that they're sophisticated enough to go out and think about getting jammers and shit. I think it was a walkie-talkie, and two-way radios are known for jamming up Wi-Fi service. That's very true. All kinds like RF radios, two-way radios, CB radios. They're known for that. Like, why wouldn't you let Cajun News search? That's so odd. Like, that almost makes me feel like you have something to do with it and you don't want them people searching. Because why wouldn't you just say, okay, go ahead. Have at it, man. And why isn't he just doing it anyway? Why would you need the sheriff's okay? That just doesn't seem right. It seems like the sheriff's butting in where you don't belong, because I don't think that you would need a fucking... Yeah, I seen electric box, but that was phone. They call him an amateur. Yeah, he ain't no amateur. Nah, whoever did this wasn't no amateur. I mean, they may have been an amateur, but they definitely studied on what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, so she says that she wants to return to the show, Jesse, in terms of when she will actually return. She didn't say today. She wasn't on camera, obviously.
Savannah will be back to work next month, I guarantee it. Or even next week, maybe. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. I think people like I just went through a 2 months of not working, right? And I'll tell you what, man, I need to be working. I need that. I need those extra hours of my day taken away. I definitely do. I was getting in my head. I was getting bored. I was cleaning things that were already clean, yo. Could Nancy have found out something was going to happen and she went to the sheriff and he put her in hidden and that's why he won't let people search? I think it's kind of odd that he's not letting people search. I don't understand what would be the reason why you wouldn't allow that. Like, give me one good reason why you would not allow somebody to search, even if you weren't. Like, they're not doing any searching. Chrissy said, wish I could work, but it's been 14 years for me. Well, I mean, if I couldn't work, I mean, I would have to understand that and do something. I would probably find like a hobby. Sheriff wants to be the hero. Good point. Very good point. Very good point, Tim. That's a good point, y'all.
But she did visit the Today Show to see her coworkers, her friends, people who she says are like family. You can see these photos; they were really emotional. She was hugging different, coworkers who she's worked with.
I think Savannah's tore up, dude. You can see it in her. You can see it, man. Annie doesn't remind me of that. Annie don't give me that. I'm still talking about my glorious clean freezer. What's up? What's up, Jason? But like Annie doesn't do that. Annie doesn't give these. Like she doesn't give that look off. She looks like she's been through it, bro. Savannah's been through it. You can see it's eating her up. It's in her eyes, dude. It's in her eyes. She's probably lost a little weight. Looks like she's aged some. Man, I feel sorry for her, dude. Damn, I got my wrist too. Well, you think that she definitely looks like she's getting eaten up, man. She's getting eaten up.
For years. You remember she was here at the house just a couple of days ago. She's been in Arizona for more than a month now, and now she's finally back in New York City.
Yeah, incredibly difficult for her.
Day
33.
No,
I mean, that's what
Brandy used to do. Try to clean for YouTube. Brandy used to try to clean for YouTube, try to cook for YouTube, try to drink for YouTube. She tried to do all that. She thinks she's all that. She wants to play music. She thinks she's an AI music star.
we're talking about. Day 33. There's no sign from Nancy. Everything you're hearing from sources close to the investigation, being on the ground, I mentioned this idea of 4 detectives, a sergeant, have now joined this FBI task force in Tucson. Anything you can tell us about?
Is Brian standing in front of green screen? Is he standing in front of a green screen? He's wearing a coat. Brian's wearing a coat, y'all. What's up, 85? Yeah. She ate roaches for YouTube. Yep. He's standing in front of a green screen, ain't he?
Whether or not authorities are still treating this as a rescue operation, as a kidnapping situation. They believe Nancy's still alive. Or is this shifting to a recovery mission? I mean, do you have any insight into where this investigation is right now?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this, but the sense is this is not a rescue operation anymore. I mean, there's not like an active search for Nancy. There's no helicopter.
Why the fuck not let Cajun Navy do it? So that just doesn't make any sense to me, man. That really doesn't. That kind of pisses me off. There's no active search for Nancy, but the sheriff's not going to allow these people to do it. The man said he's got 25 dogs he can search with. Why the fuck would you not allow that? Other than what Tim said. He wants to be the one to find her. And that is sick and twisted. That is sick and twisted.
Helicopters in the air. It doesn't feel like it has the urgency it did in the very beginning in terms of, people feeling like.
I don't feel like it's had urgency at all. I don't. I think Nancy Guthrie's been put on the back burner from the very fucking beginning. And I'm kind of outraged about it. The more this goes on and the less that prick tells us, I'm outraged at him. He needs to be fucking. How'd he get put in? He got voted in, didn't he? Fucking impeach his bitch ass. Get him the fuck up out of there, whatever you do.
She could be alive. I mean, hopefully she is. It's certainly a possibility, but that's not really the sense in the way that it was in the beginning. Today, we have some video of this actually you're looking at today. I mean, it's active. There's still a lot going on. Today, the FBI agents, part of this task force, were on the ground in the neighborhood again, talking to neighbors, knocking on doors. We were trying to figure out why certain neighbors and not others. They were in one part of the neighborhood, then they came right by Nancy's house. I talked to one neighbor who spoke with the FBI, who said they seem a lot more focused now, that they were asking a lot of similar questions that they have in the past, but they seem to be focusing more, and he didn't want to elaborate more than that. But like I said, I mean, some people are worried it's a cold case. I mean, they're still out pounding the pavement, Jesse.
And with that in mind, circle back to what we talked about on last night's show. You broke this news about the Cajun Navy, right? So the Cajun Navy sent apparently a 41-page search plan to the sheriff's office, said, hey, listen, you guys will be in charge. You spearhead it, but we'll help. K9s, drones. This is a volunteer group that has assisted in search and rescue operations in the past. They've helped with criminal investigations. Has the sheriff's office still not responded to them? Because again, I mean, we've talked about the idea that maybe they don't want anyone interfering with an investigation, but have they not taken them off on the offer or even responded?
Yeah, for what we know, still no response.
I need to know one reason why. Because at this point, that you're on a recovery mission for this body. You're not trying to find you're trying to find Nancy, but you're not trying to find her soul anymore. You're trying to find her body because her soul is in heaven now. But you're trying to find her body. And by God, if there's people out here that can do it, let them do it. Why would you care? Why would you care? I mean, you're not. I mean, what chances do you take of fucking the investigation up? You come up on her and you find her. I'm sure nobody's going to touch her. Nobody's going to touch anything around. Nobody's going to do anything. And he even said that you guys could spearhead it. They just want to give their time and their effort. Mine wasn't even my chart. Mine was through their doctor thing. They just emailed me. Boom. And I'd go right to whatever it is. I can't think of any, like, you're not going to. They're so worried about messing up the investigations, what they're going to say. We don't need anyone messing up the investigation. Well, you've messed it up from the jump, Sheriff. You opened the crime scene up. Like, people are walking all over the crime scene.
It doesn't seem like that plan is really going to pan out because the sheriff's office doesn't seem interested.
Not cool.
I've heard kind of both sides of it. Obviously,
not cool, man.
What's the harm in having more people out searching? And you could have them search the far desert if you wanted to, not even this area. Others have told me, though, look, it's a controlled investigation right now. It seems like the FBI is taking more control than they had because this task force is based out of the FBI office, and they may just not want any outsiders involved.
Okay, so what happens if they do it anyway? Hello, Mary. What happens if they do it anyway? That's what I feel. What stops them from doing it anyway? That's how I feel. Stay off of like state property and find her. Go looking
right now.
I'm certain she's not far off the road. I'm sure she's not far off the road from wherever she is. If she's not in a big body of water, they sure in the fuck didn't take her far off the road. That desert is one hell of a thing. Well, they're trying to help find her, Mary, and they're not letting them. That pisses me off. That
From an
pisses me
investigative
off.
point of view, I can understand that. But, you know, everybody's just trying to find some answers right here, which is why it brings me back to what the sheriff said earlier in the week, that investigators may be closer to identifying a suspect. Have you learned more information about what leads the sheriff to
Might check
believe
that out.
that? We've talked about before this
Thanks,
ring
Dave.
camera video of a car about 2.5 miles away from Nancy's home at around 2 a.m. We've talked about maybe genetic genealogy on some forensic material that maybe have helped. Do we know anything more about why the sheriff might have said that?
So, you know, there's definitely things happening behind the scenes. The specifics, we don't know. There have been some rumblings, like could they have a vehicle description that they're just not sharing? We don't know. So the sheriff has been tight-lipped about a lot. I mean, every time we've heard from him, he's been optimistic that they will solve the case. In terms of what he knows right now, it's hard to say, Jesse.
I hope he's right. I hope he's right. Brian Enton, thank you so much, and thank you for continuing to stay.
I was just wondering. I seen the leaves ruffling in the background, so I knew he wasn't in a green
top
screen.
of the story. Everybody really appreciates it.
For more on all that, let's go live to Brian Enton in Tucson, Arizona. He's been covering this case from the very start. What are you learning about this brand new canvassing yet again of this neighborhood?
Yeah, we saw them out here today, Elizabeth. They not only went to Nancy Guthrie's neighbors on both sides, but to other parts of the neighborhood. It seemed like they knew which houses they wanted to go to. There were some a couple of blocks away where they were talking to people. It was a mix of FBI agents and also Pima County sheriff's detectives, but they're now all on one task force, which is what I told you yesterday. They've combined it into one very focused task force, which I'm told is a good.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. In my criminal mind, if I take her, I'm taking her far, far from here. Yeah, I'm going to be nowhere near Tucson with her. I'm going to have her in the trunk, and we're going to go for a long, long ride. I'm just being honest. So her being around her house, passed away, I don't believe. I don't think she's within the first 2.5 miles. They have taken her outside of that. And what do? Do you check landfills? Do you check trap house, like houses, like burnt, broken down houses, the desert, of course? Yeah, I would have took her far right. I would have took her far away. I would definitely not have kept her close. But whoever has her definitely offed her. And I think she's been gone for a long time. I think she's just somewhere where she hasn't been found. And it's just going to take some time to find her. I have no clue why the motive. I've ran through motives in my head so much that I don't even know. It could be any of them. It could be targeted. It could be a break-in that went wrong. It could be just a dumb decision, you know? It really could. Because people make dumb decisions. We're human, you know? I break into this house. Oh my God, somebody's here. I kill her. And my dumbass decides to take her with me so we don't get caught. Well, that's pretty stupid, but apparently it wasn't that stupid because now they can't find her, nor the people that did it. Yeah. It wouldn't make it any better. It wouldn't. But some people do want to know why, you know, like I'm sure Savannah wants to know. Why would somebody do that to my mom? I would. My mom was a sweet woman. If somebody did this to my mom, I would freak out wondering why. Hi, T. The news channels lie a lot here too, Tim. They do. News Nation is okay. I'll give it that. I don't care for Cuomo. I like Brian Hinton. I like Brian, but just about just Brian. But most of the news teams over here lie too. Too many tunnels. Yep. I would be around the biggest body of water that's near there. You know, what's the biggest lake? Do they have a dam? Do they have a reservoir? Do they have a big lake where somebody could just pull up and dump her in? Like, because in the desert, she's definitely going to be held to the climate.
Good thing. What's interesting is I talked to some of the neighbors who had the FBI agents visit their homes, and they said there wasn't particularly anything new that they were asking them, but they said that they seemed more focused. They used that word focus, that they were focusing in on some of the same elements that they had asked them about before. Whether that means there are new leads coming in behind the scenes or if they are just doing follow-up, we don't know, but I can't.
So you have to think. The house to the right or to the left of them with cameras has a car, right? Because the road in front of them is a cul-de-sac. So coming to or from Nancy Guthrie's house, they're going to get a car. They are. They've probably got a car or a few cars that they're looking at. But that's just facts, right? So if the neighbor next to Nancy and the neighbor over here next to Nancy got cameras, then they're going to get a car, right? Because I remember the neighbor next to him have a camera going right down to the road. So they're going to get some type of car. I got to believe that. I think they got a car. I'm sure I'm sure they've got a car that they're wanting to look at. Because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Simple sense. The guy on the ring cam started to knock. I don't think so. But I don't know. It was like he knew the ring camera wasn't working, and then for some reason he covered it up. I think he got the call to come tear that camera down because that's where they were going to be removing her from. I believe the guy went in the back. They did whatever they did, and the person come from wherever they were and tore that camera down. Like, I don't think he knew exactly where the camera was. Like, you know what I mean? Like where the camera was on the wall or whatever. But you could tell that because the blood leads out that way. So they ripped that camera down so they could use a vehicle probably and get her up out of there. Because you're not gonna throw her up over like this thing in the back. They got like a half wall. You're not gonna do all that. So you're really not going to take her out the way you came in. You're going to take her out the front door, but you know there's a camera there. So you tell your homeboy that's probably your getaway driver, and you know walkie-talkie him and say, "Hey, there's a camera out front of that. Get rid of the camera." And he had his backpack full of shit. I believe there's more than one person as well. I do. I don't know how they got her up out of there. I got two different thoughts, kind of. One of my thoughts is he had something in his bag that they were using to carry her out of there, and she was already dead. And that might be a tarp, something like that, a blanket, who knows, right? Or it could be from him smacking her, punching her, hitting her with that gun, and making her walk out to that car. That's how we have blood on the ground. I don't know. I would love to know how her bedroom looked. They will not tell us that. That's where it all took place, probably, is right there in her room, because that's where you're going to put your eyes on him and he's going to put his eyes on you. Believe me, like I said, I woke up with a guy in my fucking bedroom, ended up pulling a gun out on me. I had to talk him down. Hey, man, you're in the wrong house, bro. You're in the wrong apartment. He was drunker and shit. Yeah, I left my door unlocked one night. Dummy me. But somebody decided to find my door to walk in instead of anyone else in the world's door he decided to walk in my door. Lucky me, bro. But if there was a burglar, he didn't take anything that they said. We don't really even know if they're telling us the whole truth, nothing but the truth. They probably drugged her and carried her out. I don't think they would need to drug her. They could definitely just smack her. And probably that's how she was bleeding somehow. And it looks like she stopped and a lot of blood come down and then she kept moving. You know what I mean? Because on the doorway, it's got blood droplets, and then in one spot, it's got a bunch of them. So whatever it was, they stopped right there for a second at least. No, on the way into look, before on the camera, the video of him taking the camera off, right? There's no blood on the steps. I looked. So there was no blood when he was there, but there's blood after. What's up, Jackal? Hey, Angela.
Tell you, according to the FBI.
Wrong. It could be anything. So that's why I like listening to y'all. Like, it could be any possible thing, you know? Hell. I don't even know.
The number of tips coming in have really started to slow, Elizabeth, since that $1 million reward was first announced. Elizabeth?
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Brian Enton, live from Tucson. Thank you. For more, let's go to Jeffrey Halstead, retired Fort Worth police chief and former commander with the Phoenix Police Department. Jeff, what do you make of the fact that this task force of FBI agents and sheriff's deputies are now together going back again door to door asking more questions? What could people possibly know that they haven't already told them?
This is very typical because when this investigation passes about a 30-day mark, you're going to see a concentric focus on going back and reestablishing contact with people that were probably early interviewees. And what they're doing is they're doing a confirmation or a closure of these contacts, confirming what they told investigators before, and then either making sure the lead is.
It makes sense because sometimes your story, you'll be able to add more to it. You know, it does make sense because, you know, when they first come out and talk to you, it's like, oh, shit, the cops are here. Oh, fuck, I'm just going to tell them what I think I know, blah, 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 blah. But then as they leave and you sit there days on days, you'll get more things that will come to you that you'll be able to tell them again that might be helpful. I got to believe that to the right and left, there was cameras. I have to.
Still strong or closing this out so the task force can then centralize on their strongest opportunities for case development. It's very typical and it's very normal for this, but you got to have the right people doing this. And I think now is the right time. So I think they're doing the right things here.
You know,
they keep saying that.
A lot of people had a lot of optimism when Savannah Guthrie announced on Instagram that they were posting a $1 million reward for information. They thought, okay, this will finally shake the tree. Somebody who knows something will not be able to pass that up. And yet we're not only do we not yet have, apparently, I don't know. There could be something going on behind the scenes, but there hasn't been an arrest. And now we're hearing from Brian Enton that the numbers of tips is dropping.
Oh, I was in that group, when the elevation went to a level that I thought was absolutely instrumental in getting some criminal syndicate style communications. Someone that knew something that's within an element of crime is going to reveal that. I was in that group thinking that was going to hold and actually bring forward some stronger leads. With that said, you got to also remember
the rewards up to $1,202,500. That's a lot of paper, y'all. That's a lot of money. If that's your brother, do you tell on him?
the complexity in that first 2, 3, 4 day And
That's your
then
brother.
no communication whatsoever to a lot of our media partners, a lot of the public, just some more enticing types of development in this case.
Right.
That becomes very, very frustrating on many.
See, there's no blood. No blood on the porch prior. But after, there's blood.
Aspects of the investigation.
Well,
see, when he comes up, he's kind of looking around like, where is that fucking camera? Because it's probably dark as shit out there. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Twist. I couldn't let one of my family members get by with something like this. Fuck no. Heck to the no, man. No way, Jose.
well, let's talk.
See, when he walks up, he knows there's a camera there, but he don't know where. So he's probably thinking it's right there on the door, right next to the door on this side, over on this side. Yeah.
About
And then
the
he
aspects
sees
of
it.
the investigation. I want to bring in Bob Krieger, a former Pima County Sheriff's Lieutenant
Then
who
he
spent nearly
sees it.
30 years at the department. Bob, you've been a longtime critic of Sheriff Chris Nanos, and you think he botched this investigation. How?
Yes.
I don't think he necessarily botched the investigation. I think he botched the word of the investigation coming out to the public. He's got very little to do with the actual investigating and what the detectives are doing on the ground. But I think his messaging could have been a whole lot better from day one. There's reasons that he put stuff out and things like that. But as far as the investigation goes, I'm still very
This guy worked for Nanos for 6
confident
years. So.
that the detectives and the agents from the FBI are doing a good job at that level.
Why haven't we had, Bob, any kind of news conference? Why, you know, part of what you want to do in cases like this that you fear are growing cold is to keep it hot. You know, get out there in front of a microphone and tell the public you need this or that. We've had Savannah Guthrie trying to do her best to keep the public interest focused on finding her mother, but we haven't heard the sheriff give a news conference in weeks.
Well, I think based on those early news conferences, the way they went for him, he probably saw the writing on the wall. Now, that doesn't mean that other folks in the agency couldn't have done that, or partners within the FBI. And hopefully there are reasons for that the investigators behind the scene, they have been making those decisions. That being said, you know, you hit it. It's been a long time, and there's a lot of folks out there who are probably waiting and who may have some bits of information that they haven't put together yet because they haven't heard things coming from the top. And if they hear those things, it'll light a fire for them. Like, hey, I need to call this in now. So the reasons for it are many.
Like when the ransoms have stopped too. These people know they're not going to get no money out of her. They know that she's just, I don't know. She's gone. Whoever's got her knows that they can't get anything from this but locked up. They might as well do something with her, and she's gone. And that is so sad.
They didn't start off well. Someone probably told him to stop talking, quite honestly, and took that literally. So I do think that more should be put out in press conference format, not individual news or individual interview format.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you have a long experience in leading local police departments in both Texas and in Phoenix, Arizona. How would you have handled this? Would you have, established a process where there's a regular, even if you've got nothing new, where you come out in front of the microphones every day, every 3 days, you know, at least once a week to just update the public on what's happening and to keep the interest going, because that's what you're going to need to crack this case.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I agree, with my peer that's on our call with us today. So communication is the foundation of leadership excellence, period. So if you're not communicating, you're not showing a strong leadership presence. With that said,
that's a fact. He hasn't done a press conference in what, 4, 5 weeks now? 5 weeks? No press conference. Hold on 1 second. Let me reload, y'all. Jeez, boy, it took forever. What the heck? My stuff crashed. I was gonna play this Ashley Banfield thing too, because she's got something. She's got a piece where she's done, and it says something about there's similarities to this other person's that's missing, and it's kind of is scary, bro. Could it be somebody that's done this with somebody else, yo? Do we got a masked kidnap?
So much for being here. Do me a quick favor. Hit the subscribe button. It is a huge deal for me. It's free. It doesn't hurt. And it's a cute little thing down there. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And there are so many theories about what might have happened to Mrs. Guthrie. And only the police, know more than we do, and perhaps have a better handle on what exactly happened inside that house and who took her and why. But they sure aren't letting on. And it sure does feel like the leads are not going anywhere. I really hope that there's a lot going on under the water, right? The ducks that paddle under the water and they seem all calm above, those feet are going crazy. I hope that's the case. But while we wait for more information on this case, because there's been next to nothing today, I wanted to bring you the story of another case that I can't stop thinking of because of the haunting similarities to Nancy Guthrie's case. Two women, both disappeared from their beds. Both.
By the way, I love her shirt.
Absolutely mysterious. As I go through this case, you won't believe the number of similarities. But let me tell you a little bit about Nancy Woodrum. Okay.
Nancy Woodrum. Listen to this.
May 4th, 2018, 62-year-old Nancy Woodrum. She is well-liked. People in town all love her, right? She's in Paso Robles, California.
She's not far off from looking like Nancy. Nancy's probably much older looking, but still, same build. This is so scary, dude.
And she just vanished under extraordinarily suspicious circumstances. Vanished from her bed. And her daughter and her daughter's husband came to try to find her the next day and called the police. There were so many suspicious people in Nancy Woodrum's mystery. It widened into this massive long list of possible suspects before the investigators actually did uncover
she was first.
The real truth, the very disturbing truth of what happened to Nancy. And that gives me hope they did find out what happened to Nancy Woodrum. It took a long time, y'all. It took a very long time. And it took a lot of people that they had to clear along the way until they found out who did it. But Nancy Woodrum, not unlike Nancy Guthrie, Nancy Woodrum lived on this sprawling ranch in Paso Robles, California. It was surrounded with vineyards, and it was outfitted with horse corrals and a pool and a spa and a guest house. And I mean, you probably know that in Tucson, Arizona, Nancy Guthrie has this beautiful area on a sprawling property in the desert. She's got this beautiful pool and this guest house, and she lives by herself. Nancy Woodrum once shared that property with her husband. And after he died, she began fixing it up to sell it. But in the meantime, she moved into the little guest house and then decided to rent out the bigger home, the main home for like weddings and events. Which is why on Friday, May 4th, 2018, 24 wedding guests arrived at Nancy Woodrum's home, suitcases in hand, and they were there to spend the weekend.
CG, we went over this dude already. He's in the band. We went over him.
This picture.
Yep. What fucking stream?
So another picture.
Yeah, he's the first person that put the that sent the ransom to Annie and to Tommaso. That's a fact. Yeah, we've covered him. There's a dude that covers that real well. You weren't here, CG? It's the same guy. You didn't know he's involved with the band and involved with people that have already had ties to Tucson? It's kind of freaky. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better, Kat. I'm doing a lot better. Yeah, you might have missed it, CG. Damn, what was that stream? I feel like it was our last one on Nancy Guthrie. I feel like it was our last one. Yeah, he's tied to like a bunch of like underground cult like Satanism type shit. Yeah. There's a dude that covers him real well. Let me find I got the I don't know if I'll be able to find it real quick. Oh, he covers it to the T. Damn it. I got it in my watch laters, I think. Yeah. This guy right here. There it is, CG. This guy right here, they're on him. Is it a young dude? There's another guy that covers him too. It's kind of creepy, man.
And celebrate.
Because some people were saying that Annie and her husband were Wiccans. And that's some scary shit, man.
A big wedding.
I mean, Wicca is not scary, but it could be involved with some other things.
But what those wedding guests got was anything but a celebration. While they were there for the wedding, Nancy Woodrum disappeared out of her bed in the middle of the night. Don't get me wrong, the weekend had actually started like any other wedding weekend, right? The bridal party had gone to a rehearsal dinner at a nearby winery. And by the next morning, the house was full of, the usual pre-wedding ceremony chaos, right? But everything went completely sideways when Nancy Woodrum's daughter drove up in a golf cart, visibly shaken. She had been looking everywhere for her mom. She could not find her. So Nancy's daughter went up to her mom's bedroom, and that is when the world turned upside down. What she found in that bedroom instantly set off alarm bells. The bed had been stripped. The room looked disturbed. There was blood, prompting Nancy's son-in-law, her daughter's husband, to call 911. So again, similar, right? Daughter and son-in-law come looking for the mom that morning. Same thing happened with Nancy Guthrie. So not unlike what happened in Nancy Guthrie's case, when the deputies arrived at Nancy Woodrum's house, they quickly realized this was far.
I think the sheriff should step down. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like the sheriff should step down. I do. I feel like the sheriff should step down. All that. He ain't doing shit, man. There's literally no news about this woman. And that kind of enrages me, because if it was my mom, I would be flip tripping and having a fit. I'd be flip tripping and having a fit. Dead serious. Ugh.
Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, missing day 37. This, as we learn, investigators inside the investigation state they are getting.
It's 38, ain't it?
Close to a breakthrough. What breakthrough? What are they getting close to? Does it have anything to do with a utility box bust open near Nancy Guthrie's home around the time of her disappearance? Not only that, what is TAG? TAG, Tattoo and Graffiti Team, straight out of Quantico. What will they have to do to help break this case? And all our discussion of data dumps from cell phones, forget it. The Fed's now honing in on Google and Apple to save the day yet again. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank.
I mean, what the fuck is Apple and Google going to do?
Thank you for being with us.
In your hands any of this tape. Like, what the fuck is Apple and Google going to do now?
This utility box right there, you got to realize this brings in phone, fiber optic cable, which, by the way, that's how many of us use the internet. This box is being tied to possibly an internet outage that was happening in the neighborhood at the time we believe Nancy Guthrie was kidnapped. This utility box is just around the corner from her home, next to the neighbor that the neighbor.
I think they're reaching. I kind of do. Is things tore up in there? That's how you would know. Like, the normal person ain't going to know which ones are hers and shit, which ones to cut. So they would probably go up in there and tear them all out. Is that what we see here? Or is there some missing and some tore up? Because I think they're reaching.
Home that sees into Nancy Guthrie's back.
No, this shit's all hooked up. Like, and to be honest, this shit's old. They're getting away from this shit. Like, look at that. They're getting away from that. That's what the wire looks like, but the wire comes into the box like this. And it's called like a 64 pair or a 32 pair or a 190 pair. And that means pairs of wires. And then the AT&T man gets it up into his box and he puts it all together. And it's called splicing fiber. And that's what that is. Yeah, I've seen so many boxes like this. They're actually probably not. That's probably not even in service. That shit looks old. They're going away from that. They're doing everything underground or they're putting it in the air. They're not doing that shit no more. Especially not with fiber.
Yard. Nancy, we've got a lot going on with this box and the possibility that internet connectivity was blacked out for a brief period of time the night Nancy Guthrie disappeared.
The video we're showing you right now is from our friends at WCNC, this utility box near Nancy Guthrie's home.
They're reaching, man.
Okay, straight out to our guest, an all-star panel, James Bass joining us. James is a digital forensic analyst, expert witness with Evidence Solutions, Inc., there in Tucson. James Bass, thank you for being with us. What do you make of it? Let's take a look at this video again. A utility box pried open and vandalized.
You know what it was? It's probably somebody thought there was some copper in that motherfucker and they busted it open and seen it was all telephone and fiber.
The time Nancy Guthrie goes missing.
That's what it was.
What would this have to do with the blackout experienced by, we know, 2 neighbors of Nancy Guthrie's? By the way, this video from our friends at WCNC. What about it, James?
Well, we're not exactly sure that these two could be connected. Looking at the utility box, the way it's set up and the wires that are in it, they appear that they are likely just your regular telephone wires, your telephone infrastructure. That would not affect your Wi-Fi. I would assume this most folks now interact.
Well, the video is probably going to record anyways without Wi-Fi, probably. Oh, it has to be hooked up to Wi-Fi to run, though. I don't know. I think they're reaching with that. Definitely.
The utility box. James, granted, I'm just a trial lawyer. You're the digital expert. How can you look at this tangle of wires and tell me, oh, it's nothing but phone wires? And then, to me, I don't understand how you know that by looking at that it's just phone wires. I mean, doesn't a lot of fiber optics include phone?
I think they should fucking give that sheriff. I feel like people should be holding their feet to the fire, man, at this point, man. At this point, why haven't they give press conferences? Why haven't the police done anything for to the public? Because the public's pissed. People are pissed. BJ and Larry after copper again? That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh, my back. Oh. Whoo. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna cover Toddy. I want to find. I haven't been really watching everybody's full streams because I got a life too, so I have to like go through my life, But I need the help for people to help me find out what video, who has the video where they prove that Toddy was fucking with a predator. That's what I want. It's going to be a long shot, chicken butt. It's going to be a long shot. It's going to be a long shot. I think it's going to be a long shot to even find her at this point, I think. But finding her and finding them is like two totally different things. It's a long shot. I think the sheriff flubbed this up from the very fucking beginning, yo.
Your cable, your Wi-Fi connection. And again, thanks to WCNC for this. But what do you mean they're just phone wires? I didn't think there even were just phone wires anymore.
Well,
who's James? I don't know. Yeah, some kids aren't ever found. Some women aren't ever found. You too, man.
Wires are still there, and the infrastructure is still there. It still supports a lot of what we do today. Your fiber optic is just is a fiber optic cable. Your phones would have 3 or 4.
No blood on the ground.
Pairs that are connected in that junction box. It looks like spaghetti. If you were to have something that interrupted the service, if it were severed at the box, then it would require a work order to be fixed. It would have been an outage that was permanent. It would not have been intermittent. If that were the intent, then you would have to come back and fix it. It would not come back on its own.
That wasn't internet box. That wasn't an internet box.
That is making sense.
That was pure telephone.
If the box were vandalized and Wi-Fi cut off, then it would stay off. They couldn't repair the Wi-Fi.
No, they couldn't repair.
Okay, but what about this? Let's see the porch guy, please. Control room. What if the perp, go with me on this, not just his face, his whole self, please. What if the perp thought he had disabled it by attacking that utility box? Then he comes up and sees the light on the porch cam blinking, or sees some type of activity, a motion sensor movement or something. He's go, oh, HELL. And then goes to get the foliage to cover it up. He's like, okay, well, that didn't work. Would that make sense, Bass?
Possibly. But if you were going to the extent to attack a utility infrastructure, you would probably know that was not going to affect how the internet service is delivered.
Well, you know that because you're a digital forensic expert, but not every.
Shout out to you, Primo, sponsoring the war. Yeah, we're just on I'm on a chill night tonight. I'm on a chill night tonight, Primo. Just chill.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, that wasn't a fiber optic box. It might have been for telephone, but it definitely wasn't a fiber optics box for internet. Yeah, somebody and plus he wouldn't know, right, what cords to cut. Right? He just wouldn't. He wouldn't know what cords to cut. He would go in there and start cutting all the cords. Boom, 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 boom. That's what he would do.
Regular person would know that. They would see that utility box near Nancy Guthrie's home and go, hey, I'll attack that. I'll take out the Wi-Fi. Entirely possible.
That would be possible, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see the video of the porch guy walking up. I want to hone in on what we think is a walkie-talkie or a signal jammer.
I think it's a signal jammer, man.
Okay, take a look at what's in his pocket. Is it just a walkie-talkie and he attempted?
I think it's a walkie-talkie. I think it's a two-way radio. I do.
To take out the utility box? Is the utility box attack the reason investigators are now stating, at least one of them, that they are close to a breakthrough? Joe Scott Morgan joining us, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University, author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon. He is the star of a hit podcast series, Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan.
Shit.
And
Body
for my
bags.
purposes, he's a death investigator and forensics expert with over 3,000.
Yeah, they've got boxes, but they're like different. All fibers going in the air or underground. And that's what that is. That's underground. It's just popping up in a box. They bore it underground and it pops up right in that box. It's usually all there before the box goes up. But that looked like all telephone. Because it's a big, but what it is that the wires come in one big piece, and it's like a 60 pair, 48 pair, and then when you cut that open, that's where all the other wires are. Like, and it's a job to do. Like a splicer, they pull it all up into their truck and get on this machine and shit. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different. He wouldn't know which ones to cut anyway. So it's just, I think they're reaching.
Death scenes under his belt. Joe Scott,
I think they're
if
reaching,
the attack on the utility box was
got
not to knock out Wi-Fi or phone service, what would be a motive to attack a utility box?
Well, certainly, I think that
no motive.
It does have value. We see theft of wiring that takes place all over the country.
Yeah, we do. We got old BJ. BJ likes to steal theft of wiring. Yep. Larry, too. Yeah. They like to do it. Am I wrong?
This has been a problem for years and years, and it's because of specifically...
You mean copper wires?
Yeah, specifically looking for copper wire, because copper has a specific value, and it's just laying there. It's like found money, free money laying on the ground to a lot of people. But, looking at those wires in particular, and again, being able to assess that, or what we're talking about here, simply based on this one image, it just looks like a collection. And James had mentioned a second ago that it looks like spaghetti, multicolored spaghetti in it.
Yeah, it goes up. It goes up in the air. A lot of it does now. A lot of it's like the lowest wire. Shut up. The lowest wire hanging. That's usually your fiber box. A lot of times you'll see another box on that line. That fiber's fire. We're definitely going into the new age. It's like glass. It's insulated with glass. It's crazy. I used to hang it on the pole. That's how I know about it. I used to put it underground and up in the air. You are right, though. A lot of it is going underground and through manholes and all kinds of shit now. Yeah, they're running it through all kinds of shit, like under the ground, through manholes. They'll pop up right next to your house with it. Ping! They ain't playing. Them bore machines are nasty. You have no street lights? Wow. I've had street lights around me since I was a kid. I think they need to put everything underground. Parking garages, underground. Everything. Apartments go up, parking goes down. Yeah, but that's even deeper. I've done water and sewer. That's even deeper. I hope they find this woman, man. I mean, there's really nothing to report on her about. I was just skimming through some old shit. I'm chilling tonight, man. I didn't even want to have drama on my channel tonight. I was just like, fuck it. I'm hanging out. No drama tonight. What's up, Cuddy? I'm back to I'm back to I'm 2 days without pee and urine, without no blood in my urine. 2 days now without it. I think I'm healing up, y'all. I noticed at work today, boy, I was moving. I was like, damn, I feel good. Damn, I feel good. I'm coming back, man. I'm getting back, y'all. I'm kind of waiting. I don't know if I should start doing my exercising again. Like, I work out at home, so I just don't know if I'm gonna start doing it right away yet. Yeah, I'm healing up, Chrissy. For sure. I've been looking at all my bands though, like, damn, I want to work out hard. I want to work out bad, but what's up, Indian? I figured I'm gonna wait. I do a lot of working at work. It's kind of like exercising too. Wait till I see the surgeon. Damn, that's in June. That's in June, man. Don't start till you talk to the doctor. Yeah, I do enough work at work anyway. It's like working out too. Did you guys see the video where Toddy was giving information to a pedo? Did y'all see that? Like, is it out there? Oh, pedo fucking lover, huh? Predator lover. Boy, those are the ones you got to watch out for. I didn't watch all of Ghost's video. I heard him talking about something about it. You didn't see that? I didn't see it either. I heard him talking about it though. I'll get with him is what I'll do. I'll get with him. I'll get the info, the 411 on it. Yeah, people like that need exposed though, Brandy. They do. And if people do it in each sector that they do their content in, then people will know about them people, man. What's up, China? People will know about her ass. That's foul, dude. That is foul. To be giving out somebody else's information to somebody that had a Chris Hansen on his ass. Like, bro, that is fucking dirty. That's foul. I don't know why anybody would do that. CG came in, boy. Me and CG, she has the same brain I do a little bit. Because she's on the same thing. I think them people definitely. That's the only ones next to Tommaso that I think did it, is those people that were part of that band or whatever. That guy that put that ransom note out, the first one. I think he has something to do with it for sure. That's the only one I have. It's the only one I can think of to be a suspect. I don't have anything else for anybody. Twinsies. Yeah. We covered that shit, CG. It's the same dude I covered. There was another guy that put the video out about him. He covered him good. And it's kind of chilling. It's chilling how connected he is. And he's the one that sent the first ransom letter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to chill tonight. I just wanted to chill, y'all. How you think this dude ripped this off the wall? He definitely didn't do it with a stick, I don't think. Maybe pried it off the wall. Man, like is this the only part of this video that they're going to show us? Is that what it's going to be? Like, is there more to this video? Is there a beginning to this? Is there another minute and a half to this? Like, I want to know. And why isn't the cops telling us? Like, they should be doing a press conference and saying, look, like oh boy said, we need your help. We need your help. They're magnetic. Yeah, that's right. They do just plop right in a little case. You can get cages for them. I think I'm going to get me a cage. That way you can't rip it off. Yeah. Get a little cage that goes around it. I think I've seen them before. Yeah, they need to put out more info. And if they don't have shit, they need to tell the people, hey, we don't have it. We need your fucking help, y'all. Anybody that wants this $1 million, speak up. We are going to give it to you. Savannah said she'll do it. She'll give it to them without knowing who they are. I'm sorry, man. Somebody that did this is going to tell somebody else they did this. Or if it's two people, somebody is going to end up telling. Because it's tough to live with a death on you. I'm pretty sure about that. If I beat somebody up when I was younger, I felt bad for it. Let alone fucking kidnap somebody and murder them. I would feel bad as fuck. Yeah, you put the little case up and then it right in. Yeah. Yep. Anyways, you guys have a beautiful evening, man. I'm going to call it quits early for the evening. I'm tired. And I just don't even want to be streaming tonight. I just don't. No. No, you. No, you. I hang out with you if you want to hang out. I don't care. I hang out. You just got here. What are we going to talk about? You want to flip around on the internet with me? I hang out with y'all. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just chilling. I'm bored. I'm at home. What time is it? 7:30? I got time. We'll hang out with you. We'll hang out for a while. Fuck it. I love y'all too. I wonder if I can put in for a FOIA for Patrick's paperwork. Wouldn't hurt to try, would it? Think it hurt to try?
It does. It doesn't look like any wires have been stripped in there. I think, the forensic scientist in me looks at this box and I think,
I got time for all y'all. You didn't know Cuddle's mine.
I want to know if this person.
I laid claim to Cuddle when she first entered my chat. My kitty is way over there. What are you looking at me for? What do you want? He's sleeping. He went back to sleep. He's sleeping. I'm thinking they will never find this lady. Same. Kind of the same. I feel the same way, Elizabeth. Yep. I probably won't cover Guthrie too much more, man, unless there's a break in the case. I'm just being honest. I probably won't. Because they're not even giving the public any fucking information, dude. And that's bullshit. It really is. As much publicity as this has had, it's sad that they haven't given her that much publicity. It is. Like I don't understand how they
tools with them that they went out there and popped this thing open. Because we look for things like pry marks, for instance, if you're trying to get access to an internal area where you can, go in and harvest anything in there that might be of value. And also
They didn't even take the fucking floor mat, y'all. They didn't even take the floor mat where the dude stepped all on.
Age of this intrusion into this thing. You know, Nancy, when we find pry marks on a surface, we'll actually look for things like oxidation, that is the setting in of rust on a surface that has been pried. That gives us an idea of age, right? Of how long downrange.
We don't give a fuck about age,
has this event taken place? Is it something that
we
was
don't
in
care
the
about
immediate, or is
age.
it something
We know
in the
when it
distant
took place.
past?
You told
and
us.
Then you have
Put
to
'em
go
up,
talk
please.
to people that actually manage this thing. If they're running service calls out there,
so he cut the bite light out right when he got up to the front
was
porch.
the last time anybody serviced this box that actually physically bore witness to this thing? Like, when was the last time a worker came out there and assessed it?
I think they're reaching with this box. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to play with you. I think they're reaching. You see these all over my city like this all the time. Box busted open. Somebody thinks they're going to get some copper. They look in there and it's all fucking stupid wire. They do it all the time. There's probably 30 boxes busted open just in my neighborhood. I'll take pictures.
Took a look at it, do whatever it is they do diagnostically, and then said and made some kind of little diagnosis of this thing, like, this thing's not functional anymore.
Yeah, right.
So all of that.
Well, I don't think they would have left it that way, Joe Scott. Guys, this is from our friends at WCNC. I mean, if they came out and serviced it and found it like this, certainly they wouldn't have left it.
Nobody
What is
serviced
the
that.
possibility? Remote, I know, of getting any prints off this thing.
Okay, I'm not going to say it's
Lord,
impossible.
Nancy,
However, if the person was ungloved as they were trying to pry this thing open, anybody at home, just think about, you're trying to leverage something and you're trying to pop it open with like a large
Chris, you're silly, bro.
screwdriver, which is actually used as a burglary tool many times, or maybe a pry bar. You put your hand in a certain spot, say on the top of this box, and you try to pop this thing open, where you're going to leave behind a print up there. I guess it's a possibility, but it'd be really, really difficult to recover that because of
what
the
about
environmental
inside?
exposure. Very difficult. Unless you have a smooth, flat surface in there, you try to raise a print off of all of those little wires in there, you're going to be chasing your tail for a long time, because you're not going to be able to find anything that's going to be viable in there. At least I can't imagine that you could.
No.
Okay, what about this?
They're reaching, bro.
Aren't you glad you're not an investigator on one of my cases again? Okay.
Yeah,
we lived through one and it resulted in a huge fight. That was many, many years ago. What about this? Evidence of an attempt to sever any of them or yank them out.
Yeah, so
maybe
one of the things that you're thinking about, going back to tool marks,
it would cut her.
You think about any kind of cutting tools that would have been used in there. Say, for instance, if you're using a pair of snips.
I mean, if he thought maybe he would cut her home phone, maybe that could be the reason to bust open that box. But who's to know that all those wires are even for Nancy's house? Just because it's close to her house don't mean it's for her house. Those things can be for any fucking thing. They just run up into that box to junction somewhere else. Like those wires could be for anything.
And in forensics, we can kind of trace that back.
Oh,
the trick
internet.
is, though, we can look at something and say, yeah, this has been snipped away. This has been cut in a certain way. But that's not as the old adage, that ain't worth the gunpowder blow it hell if I don't have something to compare it to. So what you're looking for is somebody that has burglary tools. And again, this goes to somebody perhaps in this area that police would know of that carry around burglary tools, that have been engaged in this kind of behavior before, and see if they have the tools. You know, crooks, they're like anybody else. They're like a carpenter that has a favorite hammer. You know, they use burglary tools to carry a kit around with them. They like to keep that kit. And it's one of the most damning bits of evidence that you can find on anybody out there. They get a comfort level with
kit.
This thing.
I mean, I
tie
guess
back these impressions to them because they use the same.
$1,202,500. It's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. Quit texting me. It keeps popping up on my damn computer.
Over and over.
Home equity credit score world, finding and extracting missing people. He is a former Marine and he is an Iraqi war vet. There could be the issue of motive. Is this connected to Guthrie or not? Has this happened in similar neighborhoods? If so,
Dude,
just how much
I don't even like playing fucking to this telephone wire thing. I don't even like playing into that because I feel like it's a reach. I don't know, Cuddle. I'm trying to find. I'm when I get some time, I'm gonna get a hold of him and I'm gonna ask him. And if he did, I'm gonna use some of his footage. I know he probably won't care, but I want to cover it tomorrow. If he did, I know he's live. Yeah, he's live right now. He went live right when I did. I'll holler at him when we're not online and shit, and see what the deal is about it. Because I'm telling you, if that's what she did, she needs exposed for that, man. Like you're just as bad as a predator if you're willing to give predator information. You yourself might be a predator. Like, why would you even talk to somebody that's been on Chris Hansen, that Chris Hansen had to run down on? Like, who would even do that, y'all? Would you talk to anybody that's been on Chris Hansen? Y'all know what Chris Hansen does, right? He catches fucking pedos, predators and shit. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I am. Boy, oh boy, Toddy, you are something else. I seen her little video she did where she put like some people in like a dumb AI fucking, I don't know, voice simulator thing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is your fucking proof. This is your proof. Yeah, you don't fucking talk to people that's been on Chris Hansen, bro. Yeah. How to catch a predator? Yeah. All right, not how to catch a predator, to catch a predator. Yeah, I'm gonna find out about it. I'll find all about it, and I'm gonna definitely crash on her head a little bit. A lot probably coming soon. I'm getting back into the swing of things, man. Bullshit. You're crazy, Cuddle. It's like YouTube can go everywhere you go, though, Cuddle. It's like you could put it up right there when you're driving. Put it in your phone. Put it in your dash. Watch us. That dude Alex on YouTube has several arrests at that stuff. I know. There's a lot of people that do the predator thing. There's a chick that she's from here. Her name's Predator Hunters of Indiana. She comes in our chat a lot. She's good. She catches them too. What? You can when you're at the red light. Ha ha ha. At the red light you can. You guys like my pinky? My little pinky? Stop at the red light. I think I'm gonna start going live at 7 again. I think I'm gonna start going live at 7 again. That's my normal time. 6 is kind of still early for people. I get it, Cuddle. I think I need to go on 7 some more. Rubber on my pinky. It's a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. I'm gonna look at getting a new desk, chat, and maybe moving it into my living room. I think I want to get a desk that you can raise up so I can stand up during my lives. That'd be kind of cool to be able to stand up. And if I get one of them slim ones, I could put it in my living room up on the wall. Biker gang. We got rubber pinkies at work too. Pinky condoms. They catch predators. Dope.
Data they create every day, just through a normal course of business, everyday data. Most folks don't realize just how much data they create every day, just through a normal course of business, every day of their lives. They're creating data points that they couldn't even comprehend.
Very true. That's so true, dude. Anywhere you go with your phone, anything that you do with your phone, you're just creating data and data and data and data and data and data. And then you got to watch to what data you're sharing to, because guess what? They going to sell that data. They going to sell it to this company that sends fucking out mass fucking shit out. Yeah. He's very right about that, man. A lot of people don't understand that, like, the internet is very much able to be tracked, logged. Like they can even watch your keystrokes and shit. Like they know what you're typing if they want to know, especially if they log in. It's like it's just like the streets, y'all. There's so much traffic on the internet, there's a lot of police on the internet, just like in the streets. They will sell it to someone from the Chris Hansen show. Wow. I hope that she didn't do that, but I got a feeling she did. Toddy is fucking, she's on another level, guys. She's one of them, like, she's like one of them fucking what they call it, when you have a substitute teacher and she's real fucking mean and she does shit to rage bait you and shit. That's what she does. She does. And then she plays this big victim, bro. Like she's on here calling everybody else victim and perpetual victim and shit. That's what she's doing when she's talking about all this, is playing the victim role. That's what it is. I think this time change has fucked me up today too. I think that's what it is. Cause I'm awfully tired for it fucking to be so early. And I went to bed like really, really, really early last night. I don't know about the movie either, Cuddle. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find all about all of it. And when I watch tomorrow, we're gonna have some fun with her. Oh, for sure. Old Toddy Tootie, boy. She should never mess with me, man. Should never just butted into my business. She could have stopped all this by just hitting me up and saying, "Hey, I apologize, man. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in your business." And then, like, got right off talking shit. I got some in my eye, y'all. I just watched Toddy's latest live on Case. She has completely lost it. She was 100% projecting the entire time. I unsubbed from her. She took it way too far. She always does. She always does. This is what her MO is, man. Straight up. I won't be on her head. Don't worry. I really love doing drama, but I've been out of it so long. I don't want it to consume me anymore. You know what I mean? Like do it, and then bounce off of it. Do it, bounce off of it. That's how I'm gonna play it. Well, I'm gonna do it when I want to do it. No one else's game. Skinny Pop is good. What's up, Snuggle? Double Snuggle? Double Snuggle Cuddle? How you been, Snuggle Time? Yeah, I am. I'm going to take breaks. Because when I do drama, I fucking do it. I hit hard. I'm just tired today, to be honest. I got something in my damn eye now. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Ghost about the video of her. I want to know about the Chris Hansen dude. What went on with all that, and I want to see her movie premiere. I want to see her movie premiere. You had an eye injection? Ooh, man, I need to go get new glasses because I feel like mine aren't strong enough for me anymore. But I don't have fucking insurance right now. They can wait. They can wait. It is starting to get nice out, chat. We've had like 4 days in the 60s. It's a shower scene. Oh my God. I seen some of it in the Discord, just pictures though. Jesus Christ. She for real wanted to be really popular, didn't she? She's not nice enough. She's not nice enough for people to like her. For you to become, I mean, unless you just want to be known as the piece of shit. I mean, when you want people to know who you are on a grand scale on the internet, don't you think you want to be known as a nice person? Like, everybody knows I'm a very nice gentleman. I'm a gentleman to everybody, men, women, it don't matter. I'm going to be nice to you until you fuck with me. And then I'll fuck with you back. You know? But I try to be nice, man. What's up, Indiana? Monks? I did. I've already watched. That's who I was watching. He was doing all the stuff I was just talking about a little bit ago, Indiana, with the guy with the band and the ransom note and all that. I've been watching him. He's really good. He is. Thank you that though. I know who you're talking about, Indiana. Thank you for that. Lily Haley, Toddy is gross. She is. He is good, yeah. He's done a real good job. I think he's done a great job, actually. See, I'm a person that can tell other creators, "Hey, you're doing a great job. I love it. I love your content. I'm going to use some of it when I'm talking about it, right? Like I'm congratulate the great, expose the fake, right? Toddy, you're a fake. You're not the great. You know, when you see people doing better than you, you like to cut them down. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. She did the same thing in the Whitaker shit as she did in the fucking Gypsy Rose shit. And she's meaner than hell to her co-host over there on that other channel she likes to grift on. 3 fucking channels. 3 channels, bro. And comes up here and does the same content on all 3 channels. Grifting. Just grifting. She triple dips. She's mean and she's rude. I get secondhand embarrassment from listening to her. Yeah. I think she makes herself look fucking horrible. I do. That video where she was talking about Case today, she has 2 videos where she put like voices into like some AI simulator and that's how she knows it's him. Bitch, you sound crazy as fuck. Like stupid silly. Like stupid silly. Like why would you like God? And and has the fortitude to bring it to YouTube like she's got some real fucking truth in this. Like she's got some straight evidence. Like she's got receipts. Oh man, dude. I don't know either, Lily. I think people are lonely. I do. I think people get parasocial and they actually think Toddy's their friend. Yeah, they sound alike. They talked about the same things. Woohoo. Nuts looking for attention. But you're going to get the wrong kind of attention, Jason. Wait until she does this for so long and all she's got is hate watchers. She's going to hate that life. She's going to hate that life. A lot of people left her over that shit, Brandy, because they seen her get involved with it and she didn't have no business. It started out with me and Calendar Kathy. And what it was they thought they were going to get something with Justin. They tried to play on me treating Justin bad. They thought they had something with Justin. They didn't have nothing. They didn't have shit. The Whitaker fucking shit went to piss, bro. It went to hell. It's not even enjoyable to even discuss the Whitaker content anymore. Basically, all she has now is hate watchers. It's going to get real bad. It will. Yeah, they had nothing with Justin. And I loved watching her ride that shit like it was so fucking good information. They were doing something great for the Whitakers. She grifted that whole thing. That man didn't have nothing for the Whitakers and didn't have anything to give them. Even her mods are leaving? Wow. Damn. Why can't you just have some accountability? Like, hey, my bad. I apologize. Or hey, I was wrong. Hey, this was wrong. Hey, have some accountability. And those kind of people will never make it on here. They'll have hate watchers. You got to have accountability, man. It shows you're a human. When people can't relate to you, they'll stop watching you. You got to be relatable, man. You have to be. And if you're not holding yourself accountable, people see that. People see that. People don't think that you're wrong for saying, hey, I was wrong. People don't look at that as a bad thing. They shouldn't. I would look at it as a good thing. Well, at least the content creator that I like to follow is going to say he was wrong when he's wrong, or when he's right when he's wrong, or when he does something wrong, he at least apologizes and he's a person, right? Like, how much fucking stupid information did she put up about the Whitakers, dude? And none of it panned out. Is she right in that? Did she, like, even Eric Carroll said something to her about it? Not to her, but, put her on blast, kind of. And she still didn't take the videos down. Videos are still up saying he went to jail. Somebody said they put his voice on DL mode. Oh, my Lord. To lose mods over content. Yeah. People don't like when people don't hold themselves accountable, man. That if you'll do it to somebody else, you'll do it to me. I mean, that's just what it is. If you'll do somebody else wrong on here, you'll definitely do it to me just to get ahead. That's what you're doing it for, Toddy. That's all you're doing it for is drama. You act like you're not, but you are. She wouldn't stop. That's why the main mod left. Damn, she lost her main mod. Damn. I don't think I've ever lost a mod. Not that my content. Hell, my mods watch me switch my content completely and they still ride with me. My people follow me whatever content I do, as I will do with them too. Yeah, right, Cuddle? And if I'm wrong and I'm blatantly wrong, I'm going to come up here and say, hey, I was wrong. Look, I thought there wasn't a fucking investigation going on. I stood behind it. Guess what? I was wrong. Like, it's not hard. It's relatable. Like, for real. People just these people like her get up every day and they go throughout the day without ever looking in the mirror. I'm telling you. They get up in the morning and they literally go all through their day without never looking in a mirror. Because they don't like what they see. You got to be able to look in the mirror and say, hey, I don't like this about me. I'm going to change it. And I'm going to work on that today. But nah, these people get up. They don't even look in the mirror all day. They might go 3 or 4 days without looking in the mirror. It's self-reflection. I love it. I look in the mirror every morning when I get up. I wash my face off. I'm happy that I just took a breath for a whole new day to happen on this beautiful green earth that God let me live on. I'm happy every day. I go, another day. Because many people won't. They won't wake up. It's self-reflection, man. I look in the mirror. I'm bald too. Like, I'm bald on top, but then I got my hair grows around here, so I keep it low anyway. I've been bald since I was like 30. My son's going bald right now. He's only 22. So it definitely runs in the family. But I wear a hat all the time. It's probably what it came from. Toddy knows for 100% facts she was wrong about the Norma stuff, the December 6th appointment, and so much more. But she doubles down instead of admitting it. I know. Isn't that gross? That's just to name a few, Cuddle. Good point. That's things that we all can see. Like, we all can see that. And I watched her say, I know he was sick on December 12th. I'm talking about December 6th, or January, I mean. I'm like, bitch, what? 6 days before that I wasn't sick? You just can't admit it, that you're wrong. And that you tried to use it to tell everybody that I was lying. Yeah, that's what you did. You tried to use my sickness to try to tell everybody I was lying about it when I had all the proof in the world. Still do. It's called doctor records. Yep. You're goofy is what you are. And there's a good damn reason you guys got divorced. You guys were never married to begin with. So let's kill that fucking topic. You keep saying me and my wife, that was my wife. No, it wasn't. You guys were not allowed to be married back then. I know that. Federal same-sex marriage hasn't been going on for 20 years. No, it hasn't. I'm just now starting to get gray. But yeah, it's coming in. Definitely. Hope more show her lies. Oh, they've been flying out. Like oh man, I'm gonna get with Ghost and find out what the Chris Hansen thing is, and see if he covered it. If he covered it, I'll probably use his footage and cover it tomorrow. Because Toddy Tootie, you definitely need spoken out about. Because you just do all the fuck shit on the internet. And then you try to bring people's in real life into it. Like, hey, Lady K, I'm going to tell your mommy. I'm going to tell your mommy. I hope she tells my family what I do on here. They'll be like, I know. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want? What are you calling my phone for? They will. I'm just being honest. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll keep doing it. She does it every day, Lily. She does it every day. She fucking says something stupid every day. And I think there's another channel that is now covering her, streaming her content. That way I don't even have to go get it from her. Who is that? Facts, China. I think the last live at the hospital too, y'all. D-Gen. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Did you coin the name Naughty Toddy? No, I don't know who did that. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. Pretty funny though. And then what she lost her job for, nodding off to sleep at work. Then she told everybody it was the trolls. After she told everybody it wasn't the trolls. And I'm not even coming at her for like making money on here. But the problem is she does it to everybody else. And I don't like that because you literally have built your life around what you make on YouTube, Toddy, because you don't work. So you are the last person that needs to be talking about what somebody makes on YouTube. You are the last person. Man, couldn't sleep on my job. You'd be fired in a heartbeat. You'd be walked out of the plant. See ya. Kick rocks. Sleeping on the damn job. What? Who does that? She will dox 2 people on one of her channels and then go to her other channel and cry to a different audience about how horrible doxing is. Yep. And they believe she's an angel and has never doxed anyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. The funny thing about doxing is this. Once you do it, then what? I think they feel like they cross some and make some kind of fucking big move by doxing people. But when you realize that most people don't give a fuck where I live, most people don't give a fuck about anything about me. Most people don't. They don't. The ones that do, well, oh well. I ain't got no fucking stalkers. I know how to deal with them. I know. I know. I know you give a fuck. Y'all are soldiers, man. Y'all are soldiers in this fight. This YouTube fight. I'm just kidding. Y'all got a load of brandy last night. How'd you like that? How'd you like that? That's just the piece of that crazy woman. You got a load of her last night. She didn't like me covering her either because she didn't speak about it at all. She was like, well, he talked about me in other chats. No, I don't. I just be in other chats. I don't care about you, big old broad, big brandy. Yeah, and that's just a door opener to the wonderful world of crazy ass Randy and her crazy sister. I could show you her sister. She's even more crazy. Some lady maced her the other day. She was calling her a stalker. She was like, you were planted here to stalk me. That lady was like, get away from me, crazy woman. She pulled Mace out and maced her. And Brandy makes fun of her own twin sister for YouTube views. For fucking YouTube views. Don't feel some type of way. I'm talking about Randy. We're talking about Randy. Everybody have a good evening, man. I'm going to get up off here. Been here 2 hours. Tomorrow, be ready. Drama Wars. Drama Wars, y'all. We're going to slay the dragon. We're going to slay we're going to slay the parrot. She looks like a parrot, dude. Toddy looks like a parrot. As bad as I want my kitty, I wouldn't even let Toddy pay me to give me a ratty. You get it for free, Cuddle. You get it for free. Can't believe she's not in lockdown. No shit, Indian. She's on medicine and shit. She's on a lot of medicine. Lots of it. Brandy and Candy. That's those people, yeah. Brandy and Candy. I might show you a little bit of Candy tomorrow. She's really out there, chat. She thinks everybody's stalking her. If you have one headlight missing in your car, you were planted there. If your headlight's brighter on one side than the other, you were planted there. If you have a white truck, you were planted there. If you wear a red shirt, you were planted there. If you have an Aaliyah shirt on, you were planted there. It's crazy. She actually thinks there's directed energy weapons that made her poop on herself out in front of the library. Yep. She sat there on the live stream and shit herself, telling everyone about it. She said, I feel like a baby. It's coming out right now. It's coming out. I was like, oh my God. Holy shit. She was taking a poop right there on live stream for all of us. It was wild, y'all. Directed energy weapons. They make her orgasm. They make her pee her pants, poop her pants. They make her itch. They force fart her. It's called force farting. They call it forced urination. Forced orgasms. I'd like to find the orgasm gun. I'm not gonna lie. If anybody could point me to where I could buy an orgasm gun, I'll let you use it. I'm not lying to y'all, man. These are real true things that she believes. Yeah. I'm dead serious. You too? All right. Well, put us in line for 2 orgasm guns to go, please. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I just wanted to kick it tonight and have fun. Let's talk a little bit. Thank you for hanging out. I got to be up early as shit for work. Didn't miss that. But hey, I'm back, baby. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle again.